These guys have been there for the good part of 10-15 minutes. I don't know, they're just watching me, or I don't really know what their purpose is.
Notice what's happening already: prolonged watching, no engagement, no allegation. In UK law, observation alone isn't suspicion. But psychologically? It's pressure. Ask yourself, how many members of the public would already feel intimidated at this point?
Just sort of stationed off. I'll pick it back up. Hi, can I help you?
I don't know.
I'm just making a video.
Oh, right. What for?
Matters of public interest.
Ah, okay. Well, have fun.
Thanks. I'm just making a video.
About what?
The police station.
Right. Please, you must understand that you can't take a video of a police station like that.
Oh, why not?
Well, it goes down as like hostile reconnaissance.
No, this isn't hostile.
But that's what it's called. Okay, you can't take. It's not a good idea, mate. Let's be honest. All right. Taking a video of a police station when people are coming and going just to try and keep tabs on it isn't a good idea.
I'm not keeping tabs on anyone.
What's your intention for that video?
Just matters of public interest.
What's the public interest?
The public are interested. Sorry?
This is a critical legal moment. Am I being detained forces officers to either justify their power or admit they don't have it. If there's no clear detention, then legally, cooperation becomes voluntary, not compulsory. Would you have pushed this question too?
Am I being detained? Am I being detained? Alright. Alright. Alright, looks like the action.
Here comes the escalation, not because behavior changed, but because attention increased. Same camera. Same pavement. More uniforms. This is where authority often substitutes for lawful grounds.
Is about to begin. See if they're going to come out.
Hi sir, are you okay?
Yeah, are you recording me?
I am at the moment, okay.
Okay.
Have you got anything with your details on it?
I don't, I'm afraid, no.
Right, okay. Are you happy to provide your details at the moment?
No, I'm afraid not, no.
Right, okay, well, we're going to check you out anyway. because you can't be taking.
Okay. I'm not required to give any information, to be fair. I'm on a public pavement filming. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
committing any
appreciate that.
offences.
All right.
Important clarification for viewers: suspicious is not an offence. Filming from a public pavement is lawful in the UK. Discomfort does not equal criminality, and that distinction matters more than most people realise.
Right, but it's suspicious activity outside a police station. You're watching the coming and goings of police officers.
Can I ask you to identify yourself, please?
Yeah, certainly. It's PC Craig's meeting, and that's my caller number there, okay?
Alright.
I have absolutely no issue with public filming, okay?
Yeah.
But I have an issue with you. It looks as if you're filming the coming and going of police officers in and out, which is a security concern for us, okay?
Okay. We are in public.
I appreciate you've already been up at St Leonard's today as well, at the other
Yeah, I
police station
was.
in
Yeah,
town.
that's right. Yeah. So
they've-
it's been circulated then.
Yeah. So we're well aware of what's going on now,
Okay.
okay? And I don't know, what's your purpose with this? What do you do with this?
It's just for my own own recreation.
Right, okay. Right. What's your first name? Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, not so bad.
Hi, I'm
Are you
Sergeant-
recording? Are you recording me?
Yes, I am.
All right. You need to let members of the public know that they're being recorded.
Yeah, I'm just about to. You interrupted me.
Forgive
Right,
me.
I'm Sergeant Seals. I'm a firearms officer. I
Yep.
work at Fetties. Who are you, please?
I'm a member of the public taking
I'll
photos.
give you my name. I've kindly give you my name.
Yeah.
Could you give me yours?
Well, with all due respect, I don't need to hand over any information at this time.
Right, so why are you filming?
For my own recreation.
The comings and goings of police vehicles. And you
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm quite happy to let you do that.
Okay.
No problems at all.
Right.
All right. But as a courtesy, why can you not just give us your name? Then we can check out your name to make sure you're not a security alert to the police.
I'm not required to give my name. I'm not a
Yeah,
security
we
risk.
need to check and make sure you're not a
You don't
security
need to.
risk.
You don't need to check
If I
anything.
suspect you're a security risk, I'll detain you under terrorism offences.
There's no
okay?
need to do that.
Yeah.
You need to have grounds.
Why can't you just? Well, that's what I'm getting to, sir. Okay.
Filming from public is not grounds for any sort of
But you're filming a
terrorist
police
search.
station, the come and goings.
I know.
The police vehicles.
I know, but it's not hostile.
Well, that's what we need to determine.
Well, I'm giving you my word.
Why can you not? What? You've given me your word.
Do you think
just
someone?
Give me your name.
I think hostile
You just
reconnaissance.
said, all we're asking for is your name.
Listen closely to that phrase. Hostile reconnaissance sounds serious, but legally, it requires covert behaviour and intent. Standing openly with a camera, speaking to officers, does the exact opposite. So is this intelligence-led policing or assumption-led policing?
And date of birth, so we
I
can
can't
check
give.
you
I
out.
can't give it. I'm sorry. I can't give
You
it.
can't give it. But
I won't
you're
give
quite
it.
willing. You're quite happy to film personal police vehicles coming and going. So you don't think that's suspicious?
No. What information
So-
could I pull from someone's personal vehicle?
Right, so you don't think that's suspicious? You're refusing to provide me any details as a courtesy. You're filming a police station.
I don't owe you any courtesy. I'm on a pavement taking
I'm
photos
not
from
saying
public.
you owe me a courtesy.
Well,
Right, so you can't just give me your details so we
I'm
can check you
afraid
out
not,
and then we
no.
can let you continue filming.
I can't give any details. I'm afraid. Sorry.
Right, okay, stand by. Yeah, we're having calls with this individual that's filming everyone's vehicles.
I understand that we don't know what your intentions are. Okay,
What could
so-
I possibly do with this video?
But we don't know what your intentions are. If you were looking around somebody's property, for example,
Right.
okay, which isn't too dissimilar to this,
Right.
there's legislation in place that we can say that we believe
There is no
somebody has-
legislation. There's no legislation to stop members of the public taking
No,
photographs
there's
in
not.
public.
But there is legislation in place if we think somebody's going there to commit a crime or somebody's going
I'm
there
not.
to scope out somewhere. All right.
You mentioned hostile reconnaissance. That would be done covertly, not overt.
Fair enough, yeah. But you're currently in the curtilage of a police building. Okay?
I know. This
So-
isn't a valuable target for those that would want to do hostile reconnaissance
How do you know that?
because there's no data or information that supports that claim. Like, police station has never been subject to a terrorist attack, at least not in Scotland.
It doesn't mean it's not going to. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean it's not
Well,
a
you have
target.
to
Of course, it's a
extrapolate
target.
based on stuff that has happened, not
we would
stuff
we
that
would
hasn't
speak
happened.
to you exactly the same if you were walking around the airport or if you were walking around.
I know,
the
but there's certain
transport hub or
there's certain
anywhere.
bylaws at airports that restrict filming and stuff. I know this. I'm not irresponsible. I wouldn't come here and do this if I knew that there was a genuine security
I totally
concern.
respect your right to do.
Thank
to
you.
do this,
Then,
alright?
then
I
just
have
let
no
then,
issue
then
with
leave me to
you.
it. He was talking about terror offences and stuff. I don't really appreciate being branded as such.
But you can understand surely you can understand that we have to be very cautious of this kind of thing happening outside.
I understand,
the police
you know,
station.
we can have a conversation about it. I'm
Yeah.
trying to make assurances and satisfy that I'm not here for any
Confirm
trouble.
it's not a security threat.
You know, I want to work with you to satisfy
yeah,
that. But
absolutely.
it's also my right. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to account for my presence. I don't
Yeah.
have to account for my filming as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think it's sensible for us to have an adult conversation.
Yeah, then that's
And
what
if-
we're doing,
if we
and I've got no issues.
If we
Yes,
can
yes,
establish that you're not arresting anyone and
I'm
you're
not.
well, the only
This
way
is
I
a-
can
this
do
is a
that.
camera.
I know, but the only way I can do that is take your details, check them out.
I'm not
If you're
giving.
not
I
arresting
can't
anyone,
give no details. Sorry.
if you're not arresting anyone, then we can let you carry on, or we can let you go about your business. Do you know what I mean?
I'm
That's
not
all we have to do.
not everyone is an unknown risk. Like, this isn't a police state where everyone is
No, I
a
appreciate
suspect.
that. No,
Do you know what I mean? This is a freedom to take photographs. I'm just expressing my right. There's nothing more to it than that, to be fair.
yeah,
You know what?
but we don't know how. We can't establish that, can we? We're taking your word for it, and unfortunately,
But you have to go on based
People don't
on
always
things
tell
you
the
do.
truth to
Yeah, I know,
us,
but you
so-
have to go on based on objective facts and things you do know, not
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
but-
facts are that you're refusing to provide us details. It's a
because I'm not
simple
required
task.
to.
It's a simple task.
There's no legislation that means
so
I need
at the
to.
moment you're refusing to desist.
That's right.
You're refusing to provide me details, so you're verging on breaking it, committing an offence. Okay?
What offence would that be?
Yeah. I'm going to get a divisional set to come and take over from me.
There's no need for
You've
this,
had
man.
4 opportunities just to give us your details.
I'm not going to
That's
give details. Only the Reform Act, or if I was in a vehicle, I'd have to give details. What
all.
offence
I'm asking
am I on the
you-
verge?
I'm asking you to move on, or provide me your details so I can check.
I
that
can't
you're not
do
a security
either.
risk. You
I'm in a
can't do
public
either.
place. I
Why
can't move
not?
on from because I'm in a public place. This is my right of
Why-
freedom of
But it's my
movement.
right to know if you're a security risk to the police station.
I'm not a security risk.
It says who? It says you.
Yeah. Well, until you have some sort of like evidence or
But the
reasonable
evidence says
suspicion.
you're filming without good reason as the security gate to my police station.
Is it your police station or is it the
To where I
taxpayers?
work.
Is it the public's police
You
station?
can pick arguments with me all day, sir.
All right.
That's entirely up to you.
Would you identify yourself?
Yeah, I did when I first came here.
What was your name?
My name's Sergeant Shields and I work in here.
All right,
And I'm
Sergeant.
policing.
Rest assured, I'm not here for no hostile
Well, I
motives.
appreciate that, but all I was asking for was your name and date of birth, and then I can confirm who you are, and you're from Edinburgh or wherever you're from, and then I can continue to let you go about your business. Nobody's going to bother you,
How would my name satisfy that?
because I can check our police systems to make sure that you're not any sort of threat to the security here. It's
I'm
not
not.
difficult.
I know, but I don't have to
That's
give my
not
name.
a difficult thing. But now
know.
you're making me suspicious because you're refusing to provide me your name.
I'm doing
I
this in
gave you mine.
broad daylight. You guys are armed, you know. All I've got is a camera.
Yeah, but I'm because we're coming back in to do our handover.
we haven't been sent
Within
to
next
this
shift.
incident
I
armed.
know.
Okay,
We're just coming back into the station. You're standing here filming.
But I can't be that much of a security risk. This
You're
is just
filming
simply
the
a camera.
comings and goings of armed officers and other officers that work here.
So technically, that car there could have a dash cam fitted, and that could be doing all the same
That
thing
could well
in a
be.
in
But
a
we need to
covert
check
manner.
it out.
But I'm doing this completely overtly. I'm I'm
That doesn't make
engaging
it
with
fine.
yourselves.
You could be doing any sort of. The terrorist threat is severe to police stations.
It's not.
That means they're
not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It
A police
is.
station has never been subject
So,
to a
what's
terrorist
the
attack.
national terrorist threat at the moment?
The threat is
Can you
severe,
tell me what the threat?
but police
so what does
stations
that
are not-
mean?
It means
An attack is highly likely.
like,
right?
but not on a police station. Maybe
Yes.
in a civilian dense place.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't
Maybe like
specify-
cathedral or
it doesn't
shopping
specify
centre.
when
I'll
it's
tell you,
going to
highly
be,
likely.
okay?
So I'm entitled to stop and speak to you
No,
and
well,
try
we-
to find
we-
out what your name and your date of birth is. If you're here
Poli-
just doing what you say on YouTube, whatever video it is you're
Yeah.
doing, I'm quite happy to stay here.
Okay.
I don't think that's difficult.
Police stations aren't
but
valuable
now we're
targets.
verging on, you're not moving, you're refusing to desist. Now I'm going to have to get other officers here because
You
we
don't.
need to move
You
on.
don't.
We do.
You,
I
you
do.
just need to go on
I
about
do.
your day.
You're not confirming who you are.
I don't have to confirm. I'm
Right?
not going to
Well,
confirm.
you
like.
will soon, sir.
I won't. I won't. Like,
As
I'm
he
beginning
said,
to lose a bit of
desist.
patience now. Like,
I'm not. You're losing patience.
no,
trying to
I'm
explain
losing
it.
patience now because you're being very persistent, like relentless questioning, interrogation. What's
It's
your
not
name? What are you doing here?
interrogation.
It
All I've asked
absolutely
is
is.
what your name is and what you're doing. As a police officer, I'm entitled to do that.
Okay.
If you're being filmed as well, you're filming us right now. Surely we have the right. Do you know what I mean?
You don't have any right.
To view this footage when it's on your YouTube channel,
No,
whatever
'cause
you choose to do.
Any
all right?
information I compile on you, I don't have to abide by any sort of GDPR or anything. So
No.
I don't work for an institution. That's the reason why you have to let me know I'm being recorded. Because should I want to make a subject access request,
Which is why I did let you know as soon as it went
but
on.
the legislation doesn't apply to me as it does to you.
I'm just trying to have an adult conversation with
I know,
you.
I know.
I appreciate we were getting somewhere at one point here, alright? I feel like it's gone back a little bit here, but you have to understand, so if we saw somebody, take a different set of circumstances, and we saw somebody who we believed might have been a housebreaker,
Yeah.
lurking around the house taking a film, okay?
Yeah.
If we check that person out, and that person is a known housebreaker, how do you think we're then going to react to that.
No, but there has to be an objective basis. Like, you know the guy, he's got previous
Not
for
necessarily.
burglary.
If he's loitering around a house that he has no reason to be there.
But you have to go based on what you do know, like objective facts. You know, if they said, yeah, there's a guy, you know, that fits my description, that is a known security risk, then that would be your objective basis. At this moment, you don't know me, so there is no objective basis.
It could simply be somebody that's suspicious, somebody filming a police station.
I know, but
That's
this isn't
our
a crime.
objective basis.
This isn't a crime.
What I've just said to you, standing outside somebody's private dwelling isn't a crime either, but if you've got no reason to be there and it's making somebody feel uncomfortable, then we are duty bound to look into that, am I right? So if we check that person out and they're not known to us at all, it's fair for us to say, well, it's been a misunderstanding, they're in there for their own reason. If we check that person out and they're actually known to be an active housebreaker, that changes things, do you know what I mean?
But you have to go on based on what you do know, not what you don't know. As I mentioned, not everyone is an unknown risk, so to speak. Like, this isn't a police state. You can't just can't expect someone to give their details because you find their behaviour unusual.
So where have you established that information from, that there's no such thing as an unknown risk? Because there is.
Because you
know
can't treat
about
everyone
somebody
as such until a certain threshold is reached or met.
Okay, well, I'm going to put it out there and say that you have reached that threshold.
This is the climax. A threshold is claimed, yet still no specific offence is identified. This moment defines the entire encounter: lawful activity versus perceived threat. Final question for you: should refusing to give your name ever be treated as suspicion by default?
By filming a police station and going around the city filming different police stations, and my interpretation of that is that you have met that threshold. Okay,
So how do we proceed?
Well, as my colleagues just explained to you, if you give us your details and we establish who you are and we realise there's nothing to worry about here, that's fine.
I won't be giving any details.
Divisional officers will be coming to speak to you.
What there's terror?
No. No.
What can they do that
Listen,
you can't?
I know that words came up here, okay? Let's forget about that right now.
Let's forget
I'm not
about
saying
that.
anything about terrorism, okay? I'm talking about a security threat in general. That could be, like I've said, that could be breaking in, that could be... We don't know what your intentions are, okay? So it's nothing to do with terrorism as such, alright?
Okay,
What we're getting at here is just that if you were to just be standing here and you were keeping an eye on those bikes and you were filming those bikes or whatever, that to me is suspicious. It doesn't mean that you're a terrorist. That's not what we're getting at here, alright?
Good.
So please don't think that.
Alright, thanks. I thought the armed response vehicles were BMWs. I didn't know that they were Volvos.
So you obviously do your homework. So the Volvos are the new vehicles that we've now got.
Oh, really? Is that in England as well, or just Scotland?
I'd imagine they're starting to get some new ones in England as well. I don't know.
Alright.